situation here. Let's see what Darien can do. Stopped by McGee, but put back by Bennett McDermott. That's a goal for the Blue Wave. Jordan with a deep three. No good. Front rim. Jack Tierney with the rebound. Roll up with the three. That's good. Splash.
Cut and turn, and he has now scored his first point.
So J.P. Heron is on the board for Darien and can't get it to go. DeMonicus with the rebound and puts it back up and in. Nice offensive board by Lindsay DeMonicus.
Nice play by Vandenbroek there. Oh, she's
Shea Vandenbroek, and there is a short-handed goal by Shea Vandenbroek. The Darien Athletic Foundation is proud to present high school varsity girls basketball tonight from the campus of Darien High School. It's an FCIAC matchup between the Darien Blue Wave and the Staples Records. Hi, everybody. I'm Damian Andrew. Glad you could be with us for this DAF Media Network broadcast of FCIAC girls varsity basketball. We're just about ready to tip things off here between the Blue Wave and the Wreckers, and we are underway here in the first half of this one. Quick two for Darien as Lindsay DeMonicus scores underneath. The starting lineup for Staples: Ellie Fair, Sophie Smith, Marissa Shorik, Ariana Gehrig, and Issa Didio. And for the Blue Wave, it's Kelly Richter, Gwen Dolce, Lindsay DeMonicus, who just scored, Katie Ramsey, and of course, Chrissy Fiore, the two seniors, along with Hallie King on this Darien roster. And it's a Blue Wave turnover. Here come the Wreckers in transition. And that's knocked out of bounds by Chrissy Fiore, so it'll stay Staples ball. Staples gets it inside. Nice block by Fiore as she denies Ariana Gehrig. So glad you could join us for this DAF Media Network broadcast of high school girls basketball. Darien turns it over. It'll be Staples ball. The early going here, it's 2-0 Blue Wave. A big game for Darien as they look to try to get into the FCIAC tournament, and they need one more win to clinch a spot in the state playoffs. Darien in a zone defense to start things off here against Staples. And that is a foul on Katie Ramsey. So Marissa Shorrock will go to the line and she will shoot 3 as she was fouled by Ramsey behind the 3-point arc. And she gets the first one. Gets the second one. Gets the bounce that time. And she gets all 3. So it's 3-2 Staples here as the Wreckers pressure the basketball, 3-quarter court press. And that'll be out of bounds off of Darien, so the pressure does force the turnover, and it'll be Staples' ball here. Just getting started in this one. FCIAC girls basketball, Darien and Staples. Darien remains in that zone. The cross-court pass to Ellie Fair. Fair and Gehrig, the 2 leading scorers for the Wreckers. Interior passing, can't get it to go as Sophie Smith misses the layup. And that'll be a foul on Issa Didio. This is a game that Darien really needs to have in terms of the playoff picture in the FCIAC. And there's 2 more for the Blue Wave as they retake the lead, up 4-3 here. Gehrig tries to get it to Sophie Smith. She's denied. And here's Kelly Richter bringing the ball up the floor for the Blue Wave. And that'll stay Darien, and my broadcast partner has entered the building. Barry Cronin is going to join us for this game. Dolce misses the 3. DeMonicus can't get it to go, and Ramsey, the 3rd attempt, she gets it back in the paint. Here's Dolce out front, over to Richter. Here's DeMonicus, goes baseline. Out to Richter from the corner. The 3 is good. So Kelly Richter drains the 3, and it's 7-3. The Blue Wave with a 4-point lead. How you doing, partner?
I'm great. Glad to be here. How are you today?
Good, good. We're just underway here. Damian Andrew alongside Barry Cronin as Ariana Gehrig takes it to the hole and scores.
Yeah, that was a nice, strong move. No doubt, no hesitation, right to the hole.
Staples going to push it up the other way, down by 2. Staples comes into this game 13-4 overall, 10-3 in the FCIAC as Richter comes away with a steal. They have this game against Darien and 2 tough opponents in Ludlow, who just beat Darien, and Ridgefield to end the season. Fiore's blocked down low by Gehrig, and Gehrig's leading the break. Gets it to Fair, and she scores. So Gehrig to Fair, the 2 big players for this Wreckers team. We are tied at 7. As I mentioned at the outset, Barry, this is a big game for Darien when you look at conference tournament and state tournament. They need 1 more win to clinch a spot in the state playoffs, and they're still not in the FCIAC tournament as of right now. Coming off a tough loss against Fairfield Ludlow 2 games ago. Actually won their last game against Colby Cathedral up in Bridgeport. Richter for 3, rattles in and out. Ramsey, the rebound's no good. And Marissa Shorrock comes down with the rebound. Here's Fair in the backcourt, over to Shorrock. Gehrig puts it up, no good. Demonicus with the rebound.
So the last game we did, Damien, against Ridgefield, Darien played great on both ends of the floor, distributing the ball, making the extra pass, getting layups. They didn't turn the ball over too much, and they were spectacular from the foul line. What happened in the Ludlow game?
Well, they got up early in the Ludlow game, led at the half, and then Ludlow gradually clawed its way back in the game. Played really tight defense in the second half against Darien. Blue Wave missed some shots. And Ludlow comes away with a win. Disappointing for Darien in the sense that they were up, I believe at one point by 10 or 12 in that game, and they let it slip away. And Ludlow is one of those teams that is right there. The second effort underneath by Marley Lopez-Paul is good, and Staples has the lead.
Yeah, that was a nice hustle play there by Lopez-Paul. Those second chance points, you got to stop those offensive rebounds. They'll kill you.
And another thing, Ludlow just could not miss down the stretch in that game.
Well, we'll see which team shows up for Darien today.
Darien got a big win over the weekend, as I mentioned, against Colby Cathedral. They won by 10. Colby Cathedral, as you know, has always had a terrific program through the years in southwestern Connecticut.
Well, last week we were talking about the sequence of the schedule, and it's not so much who you play, but when you play them. And it looks like 2 of Darien's next 3 games are against weaker opponents. I think New Canaan and someone else have a combined 3 or 4 wins. So
West Hill.
So this is a must-win game, or an important game, I should say. But certainly, if they win the next 2, they'll be eligible for states, and,
Absolutely.
and could either end up with the 8th or 7th seed, depending on what else happens. There's a good entry pass and good strong move by Fiore.
Fiore will go to the line and shoot 2. To your point, if they were to lose this game and win out, they would still need some help from Fairfield Ludlow, because right now, if the playoffs were to start today, Ludlow would be in by virtue of the tiebreaker against Darien. However, if they can win this game and then win their remaining 2 games, that would go a long way for Darien. Ludlow's got to play Staples, which is obviously a tough opponent. Staples has had a nice season, as I mentioned, 10-3 in the FCIAC coming into this game. Here's a 3 by Shorrock. It's no good, and Demonicus tracks down the rebound, gets it to Fiore, and Demonicus will bring it up the floor. Over to Richter, and she will set the offense now. Here's Fiore. She's blocked by Shorrock. Ramsey's so athletic, right? She's always finds a way to get to the basketball.
Those are 2 really good defensive plays, though. I mean, it looks like they've got quite an athletic team. They got some size. The big girls move well, and a tough shot there, in and out.
Their 1-2 punch is Ariana Gehrig, and this girl right here, Ellie Fair, who just missed the long 3. They're their 2 leading scorers. There's Gwen Dolce over to Demonicus, and nearly a steal, as our one of our cameras that's on the clock just got hit by the ball, careening out of bounds.
That was a little bit of a lazy pass, but a good defensive effort there. Looks like they're trying to go for the steal here.
Ramsey can't get it to go. Under 30 seconds remaining. Here comes Gehrig pushing it up the floor, takes it all the way, and it's good. She lays it up and in.
Yeah, you got to stop the ball on that. You can't let the girl that gets the rebound go end to end for a layup. That's just not good defense.
DeMonicus, baseline jumper's no good. Dolce fighting for the rebound, and Garrick comes away with it. And our cameras
taking a beating thus far today.
Hit twice in this game now. Hasn't been hit all season. Now it gets hit again.
Inside of 1 minute.
And Darienne's got to hurry to get off a shot. They don't, so that'll be the way the first quarter ends. 13-8, Staples with a 5-point lead.
Well, the last 3 minutes of the first quarter, that was tough for Darien. But the good news is, Damien, they're getting quality shots. I mean, they had a lot of shots go in and out with inside the paint. They just didn't get them to drop. So hopefully they'll turn it around in the second quarter here.
We are fixing our clock there. Our DAF Media's Ethan Haas right on the spot there. Yeah, no, this is, well, first of all, great seeing you.
Always a pleasure to be here. They started the game early, though.
They started it a little early. It was supposed to be at 5:30 start, and they started it a few minutes early. But as I talked to you during that first quarter of play, had the chance to talk to Darien head coach Melba Chambers before this one. She knows how important this game is. Felt like that Ludlow game got away from them. Obviously had a lead at the half going into the second half, and they gave it away. Ludlow played very well in that game.
But if they won 2 out of 3 against Colby and Ridgefield and lost to Ludlow, that's not a terrible outcome.
No, that was a huge win over Ridgefield, a quality win. I mean, Ridgefield's in the tournament right now. Fair's jumpers in and out. Gehrig. Here comes Ramsey in the open court. Nice look to Fiore for 2.
There you go, that extra pass. I mean, she could have taken that herself, Katie Ramsey, on a nice end-to-end move, but she would have been going up with her left hand instead. Made the extra pass. When you make an extra pass and get a layup, that's a nice thing if you're sitting on the coaching side.
Staples is being coached tonight by Charles Miller, who played his high school basketball at Norwalk, then went on to play at American International College up in Springfield. Terrific guy. Had the chance to speak with him before the game as well. Staples head coach Paco Fabian, who has done a great job with the program, is not on the sidelines tonight, but he is watching this DAF media broadcast. So Paco, just a shout out to you. Wish you were here. And that was just too easy underneath for Ariana Gehrig as she scores. 15-12, Staples in front, under 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Damian Andrew alongside Barry Cronin. Here's Lindsay DeMonicus just inside the three-point arc. Bounces off the back of the iron, and Gehrig comes away with it. Here's Ramsey with the steal. She takes it in herself for 2.
That was a nice move. Probably got away with a reach on the defensive end, but still a great play. When you have 3 dribbles from half court and lay it in, as Katie Ramsey can do, it's a nice thing.
In my conversation with Coach Chambers before the game, we spoke a little bit about Katie Ramsey and really what a special player she is. So long and athletic, runs the floor well, can do a lot of things on the defensive end with Ramsey as Staples gets a second champ point. It's Kate Rutter with the follow-up.
That was a nice rebound. Someone fell asleep on the backside there, and she was wide open.
Here's Richter up top. Swings it to Dolce. And that's going to be over and back on Darien. So the Blue Wave turn it over. Caroline Kruger coming into the game, the junior. She replaces DeMonicus, who will take a seat. Catch her breath. Darien stays, Barry, in that zone defense that they have played a lot this season with Ramsey at the top of the zone.
Yeah, it actually looks like it's a matchup zone where they present you at a 1-2-2 and then kind of drop into a 2-3 zone. And, I mean, the hole in that zone is in the middle.
Kruger's 3 is in and out.
And it looks like Staples is trying to get the ball to the foul line. A couple times they've gotten the ball to Gehrig at foul line or foul line extended. That's a nice rebound there.
Want to give a as Fiore takes it, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Darien. It'll be Staples' ball.
Yeah, that was a tough break there, but that was the right call. It was a little scramble for the ball, and unfortunately it went off the Darien player's foot out of bounds.
Here's Ellie Fair with the ball. I want to give a quick shout out to her grandmother who's watching this DAF Media Network broadcast. So Mary Ellen, hope you're enjoying the start of this one. Good first half between these two FCIAC rivals. So it'll be Staples' ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Fair will inbound the ball. Here's Fair just inside the three-point line, forces it up, no good. Staples, good hustle play there. And that's 2 for Sophie Smith. And the Wreckers extend their pressure.
Yeah, number 21, I think it was Schrock, made a nice play on the baseline to keep that ball alive.
There's Ramsey in the paint, and she is fouled. And that's a foul on Sophie Smith. And it'll send Katie Ramsey to the line. Katie Ramsey, who's going to play college lacrosse next year at USC. Boy, she's patient at the free throw line, isn't she, Katie Ramsey?
And has quite the arc on that foul
Certainly
shot,
does.
too. Everyone has their own routine, though. As long as you keep the same routine, if it works for you, then just keep doing it.
Great point, and she does keep the same routine. Ariana Gehrig back into the game for Staples. As Katie Rudder takes a seat on the bench. Issa Didio, the rebound. Here's Gehrig. Fair swings it to Shorik. Cross-court paths to Gehrig. She takes it strong to the hoop, lays it up and in. 21-14 Staples as they extend their lead.
That was a good skip pass across the floor to Gehrig, and then she knew what to do with it. Took it right to the hole.
Ramsey gets it to Fiore, curls to the bucket. Thought she was fouled. It's going to be out of bounds off of Staples. Chrissy Fiore, of course, going to play college lacrosse at the U.S. Naval Academy down in Annapolis, Maryland. Ramsey's jumper's no good, too hard off the window. And here's Shorik with the ball. Gets it to Smith. Defended well by Fiore. Nice inside pass to Gehrig using the left, and Ramsey with the rebound. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first half between Darien and Staples. Melba Chambers wants a timeout. So with 2:47 left in the first half, it's 21-14, Staples in front. The Wreckers with a 7-point lead.
Yeah, this is a important part of the game here for the Blue Wave. Down 7, 2 minutes to go in the half. Certainly don't want to allow the Wreckers to extend it to a double-digit lead, and be great if they could scrape away and get it down to 1 or 2 at half. So that's their goal, and I'm sure that's what Coach is telling them.
Had the chance to talk to Staples head coach Paco Fabian earlier in the day, and he's been pleased with the way his team has played this season. Obviously, when you lose 4 starters to graduation, which they did, all 5 starters from last year's team are no longer on the team. And they've played well, Staples has. 13-4 overall, 10-3 in the FCIAC. Lost their last game to Stanford, tough loss in the city that works, 56-40, after they had strung together 3 straight wins.
And it looks like a lot of their players are underclassmen. I'm impressed with their defense. They seem to move really well up top. They're ball hawking, hands are up, looking for steals. I mean, I think their defense has been really, really impressive thus far.
Here's Ramsey in the lane, hits the floater.
That's the hole in that zone, though.
Yep. And she's, Katie Ramsey's so athletic that she can exploit that hole in the zone.
Well, that time she caught the ball in a really good position.
Yep.
Took one dribble. There's a nice 3 from the top.
Fair for 3, and her shot is pure. Ellie Fair, the junior guard for Staples. There's Richter over to Kruger. Foot was on the line. It's no good. And Gehrig in the open floor with the ball. Fair on the far side of the court, cross-court pass. There's Gehrig in the post. Fair outside for 3, it's no good. Gehrig with the rebound, kicks it out to Issa Didio. And Staples doing a good job right now, Barry, on the offensive glass.
Yeah, Darien's watching the ball. They're not boxing out. They're looking at the rim or going for where they think the ball is going to go instead of boxing out at the opposing players. That's the other thing, too. A lot of times when you're taking threes, you're going to get a long rebound, and that sometimes favors the offense.
There's Fiore. Picks up her dribble, finds Hassana Abubakar wide open underneath for 2. Nice pass by Fiore.
That was a great pass. Good finish. Okay, down by 6. Minute 10 to go.
Fair, cross-court pass to Shorik. Back to Fair. She thought about the 3, drives to the lane instead. And Gehrig's tied up underneath. But that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Hassana Abubakar. So the sophomore picks up her first foul. Substitution for Staples. Marley Lopez-Paul comes into the game, and she gives Sophie Smith a rest.
And that was probably a good foul. You know, there's a minute to go here. It's only the 13th foul, so it doesn't really hurt them at all.
This game is just flying by.
It's been a clean game so far. Not that many whistles, not that many fouls. Neither team's in the bonus.
Staples with a 6-point lead. Abubakar with the rebound. Has it stripped away, but Fiore comes up with it. Here's Dolce on the far side of the court. Gets it to Fiore. She spots up and misses the jumper. That's going to be out of bounds off Issa Didio. So Darien's ball.
Yeah, Darien caught a bit of a break there. The Staples girl had better position, but the ball just took a funny bounce.
Dolce, the runner in the lane, too strong. And it looks like Staples will walk it up the floor.
Yeah, the coach has to hold it up for one shot.
So 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Wreckers looking for the last shot here. And they got to hurry. And that'll be a traveling violation on Marissa Shorik, so that is not at all what Coach Miller was looking for.
Good defense by Darien. It would have been a contested 3, so she chose to use the ball fake and put it on the floor. Just took 1.5 extra steps.
And so we are at the half. It is 24-18. Staples in front. And we are going to take a quick break, and we will be back with second half action here on the DAF Media Network. We are at the half on the DAF Media Network. High school varsity girls basketball. Staples has a 24-18 lead on Darien in what amounts to a really important game for the Blue Wave in terms of their aspirations to get into the FCIAC tournament. And they need one more win. They've got 3 games remaining, including tonight's game. They've got need one more win to get into the state tournament. Damian Andrew, joined by Barry Cronin on tonight's broadcast of high school girls varsity basketball. Your impressions of the first half? We were talking a little bit at the half, but a pretty clean game, as you alluded to. But this is a game certainly that is a long way from being over.
Well, especially since Staples is still in the locker room, so you know they haven't answered the bell yet. But,
Staples has not emerged from the locker room, which is actually underneath the floor, the gym floor here at Darien High School. But this is very unusual, as the Wreckers have not come out of the locker room and they have not come onto the court right now. So the officials wondering how much they should give Staples.
I mean, they know you have whatever 8 or 9 minutes between half. You should be looking at your watch, and but Darien's ready to inbound the ball. The referees are ready to inbound the ball. But overall impressions of the first half, I mean, you said it was a clean game. Both teams played well. I think Darien just had some tough luck. A lot of shots were in and out, and sometimes they just didn't get them to drop. So hopefully they'll have a better shooting percentage the second half. And they gave up a couple of easy second chance points in the last 3 minutes. Damian, I think Staples got 3 offensive rebounds, second chance points. They got to stop that.
Here's Ramsey in the pivot, interior pass to Fiore. Shot's no good. And Issa Didio has the rebound. Here's Ellie Fair pushing it up the floor, and now she'll bring it back out and reset this offense. Gehrig in the corner. Pull up, too strong. Didio with the rebound, and she steps out of bounds. It's going to be Darien basketball. So Staples starts the second half with Ellie Fair, Sophie Smith, Marissa Shorik, Ariana Gehrig, and Issa Didio. The same 5 that started the game for the Wreckers. And Darien starts its same 5 in the second half that started the first half. Katie Ramsey, Chrissy Fiore, Lindsay DeMonicus, Gwen Dolce, and Kelly Richter. And Richter will bring the ball up the floor. Just underway here in the second half of this DAF Media Network broadcast. Damian Andrew alongside Barry Cronin. Here's Dolce for 3.
That was a good cross-court skip pass, a good offensive rebound there. Scramble for the ball. Staples comes up with it.
Fair, nice bounce pass to Smith, or to Shorik. She can't get it to go, but Gehrig, the putback.
Another offensive rebound. Got to stop those.
And you can see why the Staples coaching staff is so high on Ariana Gehrig. Ramsey underneath with the putback. Fair, tending to her sneaker. And we resume play here. Ellie Fair over to Marissa Shorik. They go inside to Gehrig. She tries to get it to Sophie Smith, but Ramsey there with the steal. Here's Gwen Dolce.
And that was a good pass. I just don't think Smith was ready for it. It looks like the skip pass is going to be working against the zone here.
Richter spotted up for 3, but then she made a nice crisp pass underneath to Fiore, who's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, they've been aggressive in their zone, so if they're shading one side of the court, that skip pass to the other side of the court's open for either a 3 or a pass down low, like the one that was just made by DeMonicus into Fiore. Let's see if we can make some foul shots here.
Amanda Trollstra and Marley Lopez-Paul come into the game for Staples. Gehrig with the rebound. Staples in the Navy jerseys. Gehrig splits the defense and can't get it to go, but Paul with the rebound. And here's Ellie Fair as she resets the offense for the Wreckers.
Got to do a better job of stopping the ball on that break. Gehrig did that 2 or 3 times in the first half as well and converted on most of those.
Fiore over to Dolce. Fiore with the ball out to Richter. Up top for 3. And that's an air ball. She was open.
Didn't quite set her feet. I think she was surprised how open she was.
26-20. Staples in front. Staples in the navy blue jerseys, moving from right to left. Darien in the white jerseys, the home whites, moving from left to right. Here's Ellie Fair with the ball in the back court. Swings it in the corner to Amanda Trollstra. Here's Fair for 3, no good. Richter.
That was a deep 3. There's a good ball there.
Finds Ramsey in the
And
open
one.
floor, and 1. So Ramsey will go to the line and try to complete a 3-point play as Darien tries to cut the Staples lead to 3.
And that's the advantage of that matchup 2-3 zone with Ramsey when it sometimes appears to be a 1-2-2 and she's up top. A long rebound like that off a 3. Quick, fast break. Ramsey takes 2 dribbles, lays it in.
Yeah, great point. Great vision, court vision that time by Richter to get the ball down court to Ramsey. Staples coach Charles Miller taking a timeout. Talk things over with his team as he has seen his halftime lead and Ramsey completes the 3-point play.
Yeah, the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Absolutely.
All right, Darien looks like they're picking up the pace here defensively. A lot more active on the defensive side thus far this half.
Staples' lead now is 3. They have yet to score in the second half. And they throw it away. It'll be Darien ball, so the Blue Wave defense forcing a turnover.
Active defense, that'll do it.
There's Fiore, guarded by Gehrig. Lindsay DeMonicus, the head fake, and she is blocked by Gehrig. Gehrig running the floor. Here's Ramsey as she takes it away. And she lays it up and in. So Staples' lead now is down to 1 as Darien comes out strong here in the second half.
Yeah, much more active on defense. Got to stop the ball. That's going off long.
And that'll be a foul on Amanda Trollstra.
That was a good box. That was a good box out. You box out your opponent, and on an air ball like that, they're going to have to come over your back to attempt to get the rebound. And in that case, the referee's standing right there. He's going to make the call.
Katie Rudder checks back into the game for Staples. Here's Fiore. She puts it up. Too hard off the glass. Trollstra with the rebound. Double teamed. And Ellie Fair brings it up the floor for the Wreckers. And she has to tie her sneaker again. Second time here in the second half. She's had
She might want to use double knots.
double knot. She's going to have to double knot it. That's what I tell my 7-year-old twins all the time, to double knot. Here we go. We are back underway. Competitive game here between Darien and Staples. FCIAC girls basketball matchup. And that is going to be a foul on Gwen Dolce.
That was good. Good hustle there on defense. It was a double team on interior pass. I don't know about that call, but it doesn't really hurt him.
That's Darienne's first foul, Barry, here in the second half. Lopez Paul in and out. Rudder with the rebound. And it was off of Ramsey.
That was good defense by Ramsey on that play. Even though she gave up the rebound, she stood her ground, kept her hands still.
Here's Rudder, gets it out to Lopez Paul. Lopez Paul loses the ball, and it's a loose ball on the floor. Rudder gets it back to Lopez Paul. And Staples resets. Here's Ellie Fair. She thought about that deep three and then thought better of it. Puts it up, no good, misses the runner. Ellie Fair, just a junior. Here's Ramsey. Richter inside to Fiore. She loses it. And Issa Didio comes away with it up ahead to Fair. The layup's no good, rolls off the front of the rim. And Richter the rebound.
That was a little good fortune on that layup, just sliding off the glass there.
We're nearly 6 minutes into the second half, and so far it's been an impressive start for Darien. Demonicus blocked twice, and then Didio gets tied up by Ramsey. It'll be a jump ball situation, and the arrow points to Staples. Hassana Arbubakar back into the game for Darien, and all of a sudden Darien really big in the front court with Ramsey, Abubakar, and Fiore. Rudder forces the jumper, but it goes in.
Yeah, that was a little late defensively getting over there. That was a good pass. She caught it right on the block.
Staples was stuck on 26 for a while. Fiore inside to Ramsey. Rolls off the back of the rim. And Fiore, the second effort, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two.
Nice to see Darien get a couple of second chance opportunities here.
Well, Darien, I don't know what head coach Melba Chambers said at the half, but they have come out fired up here in the second half. Fiore misses the first free throw. Staples with a 3-point lead, up 28-25. It was 26-18 at the half. Here's Ellie Fair with the ball in the backcourt. Nicole Holmes, who's into the game now, kicks it to Fair. Fair, nice look to Lopez Paul, and she is fouled by Hassana.
That was a really good pass by Fair. Really good pass. And a nice finish, too, by Lopez Paul. She looks like she's going to be a nice player, Damien. Only a freshman?
Only a freshman. Misses the free throw. So it's 30-25 Staples. Yeah, when I had the chance to talk to Coach Fabian earlier today, he's impressed with some of his underclassmen, Lopez Paul being one of them, getting valuable minutes here at the varsity level, just a freshman. As Darien turns it over, it'll be Staples' ball, and Fair will bring it up the floor. Ellie Fair with the ball, over to Nicole Holmes, back over to Fair. Into the corner to Rudder, back out to Fair. Lopez Paul goes baseline, and Fiore with a big block, but Lopez Paul gets it back, gets it to Fair. She misses the three, and Fiore comes away with the rebound up ahead to Ramsey. She tracks it down, keeps it inbounds. And that'll be Staples' ball. Marissa Shorrock comes into the game. She replaces Nicole Holmes.
That was the right idea on that long pass down to Ramsey, just outside of her reach, though.
Here's Ramsey now, Barry, at the top of this zone defense. We've seen this a lot this season from the Blue Wave. Ramsey's length can cause all sorts of problems in this zone for the opposing team. Here's Fair going baseline. She's going to be fouled by Abubakar.
And that's okay. She'd given up baseline, and at least it wasn't a shooting foul, so 4 seconds.
There's Gehrig. She has her shot blocked by Richter. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. 30-25, Staples in front, and an impressive quarter by the Blue Wave.
Yeah, they did have a good start to the quarter. Had a tough time holding on to the ball the last part of the quarter, had a couple of turnovers. Got to minimize those turnovers. I think that's what really hurt them last game against Ludlow, with too many turnovers.
Yeah, too many turnovers, and Ludlow didn't miss shots late.
And when Darien pushed the ball and got layups on a break or a semi-break, they converted those, and that's when they cut the lead to 1. So I think if I'm Coach Chambers, I'm telling them to push the pace in transition and attack the rim and try to get layups.
We want to thank everybody for watching this DAF Media Network broadcast of high school varsity girls basketball. So glad you could be with us tonight for this one. Want to give a quick shout out to our director tonight, Graydon Overbeck, doing a terrific job. Also Camilla Sucre on camera 1, bringing you all the visuals from Darien High School tonight. FCIAC girls basketball. Back to the action. Dolce for 3. It is good. And Darien has cut into Staples' lead. Wreckers up 2 now.
And that was set up by the cross-court skip pass over to Ramsey, who then sent it over
to Dolce.
And she had the wide-open 3.
Yep. Yeah, we've seen that skip pass a few times
and it's worked.
Tonight. It's worked, yep. There's Abubakar, gets tied up in the paint, but Melba Chambers calls the timeout, so a heady play by Darien's first-year head coach, Melba Chambers. Of course, we've talked about Coach Chambers a lot on our broadcast this season. She played her college basketball at Georgetown, was an assistant coach at her alma mater, and then was an assistant coach down at the College of Charleston in South Carolina. Think about the wealth of knowledge she brings to the high school level. She's new to the area, moved to Southwestern Connecticut, recently married, was looking for a coaching job, and here she is coaching this Blue Wave program.
And doing a great job. And I don't know that much about College of Charleston on the women's side, but they've got a very good men's program.
You're absolutely right. Here's Dolce, long 3, no good, a little bit too strong. Ramsey saves it, but she saves it to Staples, and Fair brings it up the floor. Fair spots up for 3. It is good. Ellie Fair, the junior, buries the 3, and that's a big bucket here as we are just underway in the fourth quarter.
That was a good stroke. She set her feet. No one was on her. And a good strong take by Ramsey there. Looks like Staples, someone fell asleep on defense for Staples, and
too easy that
Ramsey
time.
Ramsey had a clear path.
Great point. Too easy that time for Darien. Here's Gehrig. Kicks it out to Fair. The little head fake in the lane, no good. Fiore tracks it down, up ahead to Ramsey, and she finishes off the fast break. And we've got ourselves a 1-point game again, partner. This is interesting.
Well, they got to keep pushing the pace here. I mean, if Ramsey can release, as long as they're not giving up offensive rebounds. That was a good pass by Fiore.
Sophie Smith, the long 3 from the corner is no good. And that's going to be a jump ball as Richter was double teamed by Lopez Paul and Fair. It'll be Staples balls. The possession arrow points to the Wreckers. Staples ball underneath their own basket.
And that was a little unfortunate, but that's where your teammates got to help you. On a long rebound in the corner, and you get...
Gehrig just threw it up there. Tough shot. Fiore with the rebound. Here's Ramsey to Fiore. Back to Ramsey. Nice interior passing by the Blue Wave, and Ramsey puts it in. And Darien has its first lead of the second half, up 34-33. And Staples coach Charles Miller wants a timeout. He'll take one.
And they're pushing the pace and they're getting layups. So that's what you got to do. If I'm coach, it's pedal to the metal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we are timeout here, a little break in the action. 34-33, Darien in front. Damian Andrew alongside Barry Cronin. So glad you could be with us on this DAF Media Network broadcast of high school varsity girls basketball. Again, another shout out to our production crew, Graydon Overbeck, Camilla Sucre. 34-33, Blue Wave in front, their first lead of the second half. And here we go, under 6 minutes remaining in the game. Gehrig in the corner, cross-court pass to Shorrock. The three is no good. But it'll stay. Staples ball out of bounds off Darien. Fair will inbound.
That must have hit Fiore.
She's got to hurry to get it in. She does to Shorrock. Shorrock takes Richter off the dribble to Rutter. Gehrig nearly loses the ball. Here's Shorrock, no good. Arbubakar with the rebound.
Good strong rebound there. That's what you like to see. Go for the ball.
She has shown flashes this season. Only a sophomore. Obviously has the height to play in the front court for Darien for the next 2 seasons. Also a volleyball player in the fall is Hassana Arbubakar. Nice pass from Ramsey down low to Fiore. Can't get it to go, and Arbubakar is fouled on the putback, so she'll go to the line.
Great offensive rebound there. And it was a good interior pass into Fiore from Ramsey. I think the Staples got caught a little flat-footed, ball watching.
Arbubakar misses the first one. Misses them both. There's Ellie Fair, brings it across the midcourt stripe. Trollstra in the corner for three, it's no good. And that is going to be a foul on Kate Rutter.
Yeah, that was a good rebound. Fiore had position, did a good job blocking out. I mean, they have to foul you. I mean, she had 2 girls draped all over her.
There's Fiore, takes it strong. No foul call. Arbubakar with the offensive rebound, but it'll be Staples' ball, and I believe that's a foul on Chrissy Fiore, and it is. So we are under 5 minutes remaining, Barry Cronin, in this game, and this has gotten really interesting here. 1 point lead for Darien. They've been down for much of the game. Here's Fiore with the rebound. She gets it and goes. Pulls up, gets it to Arbubakar, who puts it up off the glass. I don't know if, I didn't hear her call bank on that.
I think she may have. I think I heard her whisper.
So Darien.
And Fiore had Ramsey wide open right at that transition. That play looks like that could keep working for him.
There's Gehrig goes baseline. She gets hooked by Arbubakar. Still not in a 1-and-1 situation yet, so it'll be Darien. It'll be, or are we? No, it'll be Staples' ball. Out of bounds underneath their own basket. Ellie Fair. Gets it to Lopez Paul, back to Fair. The runner is no good. Abubakar comes away with the rebound.
She's probably got 5 rebounds.
She does.
Maybe even 6.
She has played well off the bench today for Darien. The sophomore. Richter from the corner for 3 is good. A big 3 for Kelly Richter. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-point Blue Wave lead. They had trailed for much of this game, and the Darien faithful getting into it. Gehrig is fouled going to the basket. And that's on Katie Ramsey.
Yeah, good strong move by Gehrig on that. Could have been called either way, but Ramsey probably just a half a second late. Going to give the offensive player the call, and 80% of the time in that.
I'll tell you, I have been impressed with Ariana Gehrig in this game for Staples. She is a forward who runs the floor extremely well, can handle the ball in the open court. She's really been their catalyst. She and Fair for the Staples Wreckers. So she gets both free throws. Here's Dolce for 3, no good. The rebound by Issa Didio.
And this might just come down to foul shots too. We got 16 fouls on both sides here, so next foul is 1-1 for both.
Under 3 minutes remaining in this game. Gehrig, the cross-court pass to Fair. Guarded by Ramsey. And that's going to be a blocking foul called on Gwen Dolce.
With a 4-point lead, you don't need to commit that foul. Just don't need to reach.
So Fair will go to the line. 1-1. She misses the first one. And Ramsey with the rebound. Darien up 4, 39-35. Ramsey over to Dolce. Back to Ramsey. Dolce for 3, no good. Abubakar with the rebound, the second chance. 2 attempts, she can't get it to go down.
That's okay though, good hustle. They can't give up that pass in the middle.
Gehrig throws it up, Abubakar with the rebound. Abubakar has played really well for Darien tonight in this one, off the bench. And that'll be a foul on Ellie Fair.
Yeah, I would have Abubakar with probably 8 rebounds now. Just got 2 offensive rebounds in the prior possession and a defensive rebound on this one. So, and you know what? That takes a lot of pressure off Ramsey and Fury on the glass as well. So
absolutely.
And it allows them to let Ramsey sneak out and on the fast break, and obviously that's worked and gotten a couple layups that way. So that's a huge lift.
Richter misses the free throw, but Ramsey with the offensive rebound. Out to Dolce, and now Darien will reset in the half-court offense.
Got to be smart with the ball here. She's got a good shot.
Fiore inside, and she's tied up by Gehrig. And it'll be Darien ball. Under 2 minutes remaining in this game, Blue Wave up 4. Richter in the corner, far side of the court. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Issa Didio.
That was good defense there. Looked like she was trying to dribble it and dribbled it right off of Didio's foot. So Darien caught a little break there. Can't get trapped in a corner though off an out of bounds play.
Here's Dolce out front over to Abubakar. Darien running a little clock. Remember, no shot clock in Connecticut high school basketball, and the Blue Wave turn it over as Lopez Paul comes up with a steal. Gehrig can't convert the layup though. And here's Richter. And Staples. Actually, that'll be a timeout, Darien, so no foul. Timeout, Blue Wave. So Darien has 2 timeouts remaining, Staples with 3. Blue Wave with a 4-point lead. And it's been really a tale of 2 halves. 2 totally different halves in this one.
Yeah, and like you said, I think it was a good halftime conversation by Coach. You could see the intensity, especially on the defensive side, pick up, more aggressive on the glass. I don't think Darien's doubled them up on rebounds, but certainly have significantly out-rebound Staples in the second half.
Whatever she said at the half, Coach Chambers, to her team, it worked.
Yeah, bottle that halftime speech.
Bottle it up. The outlet pass down to Fiore. She gathers it. And that's going to be a foul on Lopez Paul with 1:08 remaining. So Fiore goes to the line, and it looks like Darien's going to have to win this at the foul line, to your point.
Well, let's hope they can knock at least half of them down. Got to make the first half of that 1-1. That's good.
She makes the first free throw.
That was a good stroke.
Second shot is good too. She gets them both. And Coach Charles Miller of Staples wants a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. Darien up 41-35 with a 1:08 remaining in the game. Again, Staples head coach Paco Fabian not in attendance tonight. He is watching this DAF Media Network broadcast of the game, however, and his assistant coach is taking over the head coaching duties, Charles Miller, who played at Norwalk High School. So did Paco Fabian. They were teammates on the varsity boys basketball team at Norwalk. Damian Andrew alongside Barry Cronin. Of course, give a shout out to our DAF media production crew. Graydon Overbeck doing a great job as always. Camilla Sucre. So glad you could be with us on this broadcast of high school varsity girls basketball. And we have a good one here from Darien High School. A big FCIAC matchup for both teams, really. Staples is already in the FCIAC tournament,
That's
Barry.
right.
But this is really, as I was talking to Coach Miller before the game, this is all about seeding now for them.
It is, and you want to go into the tournament, with some confidence and feel like you're playing well, and you maybe, come out on the winning side of a couple of close ones. There's plenty of time here. 1:08. They do not have to take 3-pointers yet. Let's see if they try to get the ball into the middle of the zone here.
So here we go. Garrick thought about a deep 3. Here's Fair for 3. No good. And that'll be off of Issa Didio, out of bounds, Blue Wave ball. Kate Rutter comes into the game. She replaces Marissa Shorrock.
So if you're Darien, you got to protect the ball, be smart with it. Possession is key. Make them foul you.
Staples extending its pressure, and that's going to be a foul on Gehrig. And Kelly Richter will go to the line, the sophomore. 1-and-1 situation for her. 44.7 seconds remaining in this one. Kelly Richter at the line, 1-and-1.
And the next one they'll be in the double bonus, so they'll get 2 shots from the rest of the way out. So if they can convert on the front end of this 1-and-1, that'd be huge.
She does, in fact, get the first. Marissa Shorrock back in the game, replacing Katie Rutter. Richter gets them both. So the sophomore steps up big in a big situation and gets both free throws. 43-35, Blue Wave in front. Under 40 seconds remaining. Gehrig for 3. Air ball. Dolce with the rebound. She's tied up. And And I believe that is a foul on Issa Didio. It is in fact a foul on Didio, so Dolce will go to the line and shoot 2.
For 2 shots, right, 10th foul.
Double bonus. Gets the first one, rolls in.
Like I said, this might come down to foul shots.
You said that early.
They had a 4-point lead, and they've hit 6 foul shots in a row. And that's great. Coach's got to be very happy with that.
Under 30 seconds remaining. Here's Fair. The 3 goes in and out by Shorrock, so Marissa Shorrock can't get the 3 to go.
That was in and out. That was halfway down.
It looked like it was halfway down. Foul on Darien, so Lopez Paul goes to the line. Shooting 2. And she gets the second one. Dolce up ahead to Fiore, to a wide open Demonicus. She lays it up, can't get it to go, slides off the front of the rim. Ramsey comes away with it. She takes it strong, scores, and that should do it, Barry Cronin, is Darien with an impressive come from behind win over a very good Staples team. Fair shot at the buzzer is no good. So it's 47-36. Darien comes away with a win they needed to have in terms of the postseason. So they clinch a spot in the state playoffs. They take care of that with this win. And now they still have 2 games remaining against New Canaan and West Hill. They need to win those, and there's a good shot that they could be in the FCIAC tournament as well.
And they've got to be playing with some confidence. I mean, they've played well in 3 out of the last 4 games. They had spurts when they played well against Ludlow. And if you're Coach Chambers, I don't know what the exact score was at halftime, but Darien outscored him 20-10 at least in the second half, and made 6 foul shots in a row when the game was on the line. And Staples missed the front end of a 1-and-1. So a great second half for the Blue Wave, and a well-deserved victory.
Yeah, very big win for Darien. No question about it. 47-35. They come away with a huge win over Staples, a quality win, a big win in terms of the postseason. Obviously, with the win, as I just said, they wrap up a spot in the state tournament, so there will be postseason basketball for Darien on the heels of this win. Partner, this was a lot of fun. What a big win for the Blue Wave here at Darien High School. Our entire production crew, great job. Graydon Overbeck directing, Camilla Sucre on camera 1. For Barry Cronin, I am Damian Andrew. This has been a production of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Darien wins 47-35. Big win over the Staples Wreckers. Have a great day, everybody.